we're here at the 2024 March meet in Bakersfield, California, you know, at the famed Famoso track. Everybody's kind of getting ready to do a little test and tune today and run their cars, maybe some new combinations. We did a little changing up on the old West Texas Hustler, added some AJ heads and a little bit different blower setup and rocker arms, reed rocker arms and stuff. So looking to try to get out there and get this car down the track, you know, keep everything all together and get that 5-second run that we've been chasing for a couple of years.
Michael Anderson, in from Texas. Tyler Hester, his burnout. Michael Anderson in that left side there, three-way Chevrolet lane, runs in the 5. The celebration among everybody at Top Fuel Eliminator will be spectacular as everybody's cheering that guy on. You know he's a competitor, but you still like to see him do well, and for him to just do that, working so hard, driving all the way. If you follow him on Facebook, just a great story. He's coming across from Texas here and making his way into things that happen. It's nothing serious, but it's just fun to listen to it. So Michael back there. Here comes Tyler Hester. With the Top Fuel Dragster running much smaller tires than their buddy car brethren do, so it makes it very interesting. That little 12-inch tire, well, it makes you a driver, they tell me. Gerald Tedford up on the starting line there as Tyler comes forward. Michael Anderson. Was that overtime special car here. It's been down in the 5 many, many times. Michael Anderson still finding his way. Would like to get his first ever 5-second time slip. Both of them shut it off early, 6:10, 160. Tyler Hester, 7:13, 128. Michael Anderson. And I'll tell you, early number-wise, that West Texas Hustler was taking a shot at the 5.
So what we're doing now is we're trying to kind of do a carry off of what we did from the last test session that we did a few weeks ago. We did a 1,000-foot hit. It ran 576, and but we need to get a little bit more balanced as far as in each cylinder. So we're going to do another 1,000-foot hit. We'll see what happens with that. If we can get a little bit more balanced, it's going to be a lot happier going down the track, and it'll stay alive a little longer. So we'll see what happens, but I like our chances this weekend.
Adam Sorokin, with the champion speed shop sport, that colors that look like the old John Player special Formula 1 car. Now Pete Kaiser at the Wally Parks Nostalgia Nationals made one qualifying pass, won 5:59 at 260 miles an hour. Adam Sorokin, finally acquitted that team. two cars very interesting to watch here. The champion car who, well, didn't have a good Wally Parks Nostalgia Naturals, and I talked to Adam, and he says, well, we made some changes, it should work. And Pete Kaiser now racing out of his own bank account. Oh, that champion car looking pretty good down there, top end. Pete Kaiser, 571, 249 miles an hour. Pete Kaiser, 104 at 60 foot, 262 to the 330 on a 12-inch tire, 382, 207 to half track.
This weekend, again, as some people might laugh about, we're here to test. We just really want to get a head around the clutch and how tuning changes help the car leave. An ideal outcome for us this weekend would be to get some really good early numbers. You know, we know how to make power with the car. We just want to get the car to be able to leave the start line and react. And again, a little bit of driver education. I've got to get used to the pedal clutch and get the car to leave quick off the tree, and you know, just growing pains of a pedal clutch and get used to it, get more laps, get more seat time.
Shane Stewart, Jeremy Sullivan at the team in that three-way Chevrolet lane. Two teams that are relatively new combinations together with, remember, Sean Van Horn used to run that Choo Choo Mama funny car and the AA fuel altered, the Panic car, and made that move to top of the fuel eliminator. He is all stage waiting on that Shane Stewart left side. Sean is out of the throttle. Shane singing the motor big time. That was weird there. Tosses the parachute out. Early numbers for each car were not very strong. As Sean Van Horn out of the throttle early, the Titan Speed Engineering car. Then Shane ran it down a little bit farther, but the RPM was way up. And just
So we're here with Michael. He comes in from Sweden. When did you fly in, Michael?
When?
Yeah.
I think it was like the 23rd January.
Okay, so he's been here since the 23rd. Is this your first March meet, or?
Yes.
First
Yeah.
March meet to come in. It's kind of really cool to have all these people that, you know, meeting all over the world and coming in to watch us do these races. Come to find out, he's got the same car as me, same chassis builder. You know, Brian Fox over there at King Chassis. He's running a early model 392,
Yeah.
right? Over there in Sweden. So I feel like he's probably a very small group of people around there.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what makes you like these cars?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
No.
It's just fun, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they look good. They
I
haul
like
butt.
the old American cars, and I was a dirt bike rider. I'm thinking like that's how it ended up, or I don't know.
Right.
And I went here for the Hot Rod Reunion, Bakersfield, like 12, 14 years ago, maybe 14, 15 years ago, first time. And then I was like, I want to do that.
Well, hell yeah. I mean, that's pretty much how a lot of us get started.
Yeah.
You get around them and you just
Yeah.
like it. And you're like, man,
Yeah.
one day I want to do it. So how did you find Brian Fox and the King Chassis group?
It was a guy who ordered a car from him that never got out on the tracks in Sweden. So I bought it from, yeah, he sold it to another guy and he never drove it either. So I bought it like brand new, but yeah, put together. Kind of.
Awesome. And how hard is it to find 392 parts in Sweden?
That's hard.
Yeah, I bet it's hard. Hell, it's hard in America. I can't imagine trying to do it in Sweden. So
Oh
much.
yeah, so I bought it like a chassis and then I put motor, transmission, we changed to like, we call it roll bar, roll cage, and some stuff on it. The paint job, we fixed it.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you coming out and watching us race, man, and have a good time. Come out again.
First pair out on the pad. Michael Anderson, now sporting Hemi power. Team out of Texas. Tyler Hester. Tyler, the overtime special. All them guys from up there in Visalia. Daryl Tedford and former driver Rick McGee have put this car in the winner's circle. Tyler been close, would like to close the deal. First pair, session number 1, top fuel eliminator. Michael left, Tyler right. Somebody in this pair will go to that number 1 spot for a while. Michael Anderson over there in that three-way Chevrolet lane. You can see a 5-second number up on the scoreboard. Look out, because it's going to be a party in Abaco, Texas there. They have been working on this car for just over a year and a half, trying to find that combination, including switching the motor combination from the big block Chevrolet to an early style Donovan 417. Jim Harrell down there, his right-hand man, walks away. Gerald Tedford standing behind Tyler over here. Oh, that's pretty good down there. Watch that scoreboard left lane. How about that Michael Anderson for the first time ever in his career? Look at them high fives over there. 5.904, 211 miles an hour. Tyler was right alongside him. Then he saw that piston smoke down there. It rolls out at 6.043, 188. But how about that team out of Texas for the first time ever in top fuel?
Hoping to win this race this weekend, so I want to do. I think it's going to be a smart race more than a quick race. So today with this weather, I'm hoping just get down the track, hopefully run a mid-70. Make sure I'm in the show for either Saturday night or Sunday. And then try and race smart all weekend. Try and race the track. I don't think it's going to be a record-setting track this weekend. I think it's going to be pretty slippery, it's going to get cold, and just got to get to that finish line first, wherever it takes.
What it is. So Pete Kaiser, Tyler Hilton, the two-time champ, and a very talented former March Meet champion. The late model Hemi for Pete Kaiser. Wow, Tyler Hilton did that burnout. That baby zinged RPM pretty high there. Dad Bobby standing behind the car. Of course, Bobby, a very talented driver himself. Jim and Allison Lee called their son-in-law the money drivers. He always seemed to score wins in the earlier Great Expectation cars when the big money was on the line. Back from the burnout. Do not be surprised if low ET for this session comes out of one of these two cars. Or both of them. They could both go right to the top. A couple of 560 players. By the way, that car right side has been down in the 550s. Pete is pre-stage. Tyler Hilton is pre-stage. To light that second light. As advertised, check that baby out down there, top end. 573, 255 miles an hour. Pete Kaiser goes to the #1 spot. Tyler Hilton was right alongside. Then you saw him lift off that throttle, 6'11", 188. I'll tell you the numbers. Pete was better reaction time. Pete at 60 foot was 103. Pete at 330 was 261. 382.9, 204 half track for that Kaiser mobile. And then 573, 255, picking up 50 mile an hour in the back half there. Wow, for Pete Kaiser. Tyler was 109 60 foot time, and that is a little soft for the two-time champion. 272, 330, 395, 204 at half track for Tyler. Brett Williamson and Sean Bowen. Brett Williamson will roll up in Mike Fuller's Forever Young car. He'll be in that three-way Chevrolet lane. And my pick to click. The Violator. Sean Bowen and I have been going back and forth. I've been telling him that car needs to run to the finish line. The early numbers out of that Violator car in from Michigan, Sean Bowen and the team, his dad out there helping out on there, their early numbers in that car have been spectacular. And I was teasing him last night that I says, hey, come on, you have got to run that thing to the finish line. And he told me, he says, come on, Mike, that is the game plan today. We are going to go for it today. We're going to go for the throw. Well, the throw right now is Pete Kaiser at 573.5. Of course, Brett Williamson, the Forever Young team, with Dave Yahara down there helping on that team, a legendary Hall of Fame driver, plenty capable himself of going to that #1 spot. Man, I'll tell you, we talked about Michael Anderson and Tyler Hester go out in the first pair. They started off, and then Pete Kaiser comes out and lays down a 573. Michael Anderson at 590, a career best number there. Oh, this is only day #1, session #1 is Top Fuel Eliminator. Watch that Violator right side. The RPMs come up. They're set to go. Oh, watch that baby down there. Sean Bowen out the throttle. Brett Williamson, 5.852, 221. Sean Bowen was trucking. And then about 500 foot, you saw a cloud of smoke. Goes 658.9, 144. And not the numbers that Michigan team was looking for. Adam Sorokin, a two-time March Meet champion, the champion speed shot special. Drunken Mouse on Nitro for power in that champion car. And Shane Stewart. Shane Stewart, Jeremy Sullivan and the team. A couple of guys who, it's interesting to see this happen. They run AA fuel altered. They decide to switch to top fuel, and you talk to the guys. It's funny, you talk to these guys that ran AA fuel alters, and they think, oh man, we're switching over to top fuel, and we're going to get in one of them long wheelbase cars. And they're like, I can't believe how hard it is to drive one of these cars. They expect it to be like a Cadillac or something. But one of the reasons that extra small 9 and 12-inch tire on the top fuel cars. Of course, the champion speed shop team sporting those spectacular colors on the team uniforms, and then the lettering on that champion car, kind of like, as I told Adam Sorokin, it's got kind of that John Player special Formula One look to it. Shane from down under came stateside to go nitro racing, and Adam Sorokin. .573.4, and you're going to go to that #1 spot. And Shane Stewart rolls up at like both lights. I'm not sure he intended to do that. He whacked the throttle and rolled through the green. While a body panel came off of the champion car. Wow, how about 5.745, 241 miles an hour. 5.745 for that champion team, and that's getting some high fives. Now I will tell you, Adam Sorokin goes that #2 spot right behind Pete Kaiser. But I will tell you, you heard Shane Stewart bring the RPMs up on that Sullivan and Stewart car, and it rolled through the beams there. He could not hold it, and it just did not get a number. But Adam and Bobby and the team out of San Francisco with the driver out of Southern California to the #2 spot at 5.745, 240.
The car ran real good. With the weather being as it is, we were kind of thinking that this might be the shot to try to get into the program. So we were pretty aggressive, went out there, car felt pretty decent, got out of its own way. I think we blew a body panel off about half track. I didn't never see it, but when I went to go look at the car afterwards, it was missing some parts. So ran a 574, 241. Couldn't be happier with it, actually. It's actually running really, really good.
Over there, that three-way Chevrolet lane. SoCal D-Stop station car at the positions down there top end. Frank McBee. In from Madeira, the McBee family in a stunning car, just beautiful. That bright red paint job there for Frank Jr. and Sr. That Michelob Ultra CP Carrillo lane. Brendan Murray sporting that late model Hemi. Frank McBee Jr. the early style. Brendan back three-way Chevrolet lane. The Task 1000 from that town of Madeira taking over. Look at Frank McBee Jr. Top Fuel Eliminator, session #1. Brendan's in, Frank McBee Jr.'s in. Top end, Frank McBee Jr., 5.991, 216 miles an hour. Frank was first off that starting line, 107.60 foot time, 273 to the 330 and a little soft there, 399, 199 at half track, for Frank McBean at 5.9912.16. And P. Wittenberg. P. Wittenberg, who ran for the trophy, and unfortunately runnered up to the great Jim Murphy. Murphy getting his 5-time championship in top fuel eliminator at the March meet. Wittenberg wanted to win that race, but getting runner-up to Murphy. He was very happy for Jim Murphy. So John Van Horn for Borjon Auto Center, Titan Speed Engineering, and A&W Root Beer. Of course, Titan Speed Engineering, they build just all types of billet parts over there in Paso Robles. Sean, a very talented machinist, and Pete Wittenberg over there in that three-way Chevrolet lane builds hot rods. I mean, you should see some of this guy's work. It is truly spectacular. Two early style Hemis in this pair. Pre-stage stage. Down there, top end, 676, 151, Sean Van Horn. And I'm absolutely stunned at that. Last year's runner-up, Pete Wittenberg, 698 truck, got back in, it goes 235 miles an hour. The numbers down the track are irrelevant right now. But Pete Wittenberg, I am stunned that a car that is normally rock solid off that starting line went up in smoke right away. And that just doesn't happen to that Wittenberg car very often. That's a very rare occurrence. That does happen. But the entire team go back in that pit area there. Possibly a clutch malfunction or something happened there. But a rare occurrence for that car to just, I mean, that car went nowhere. Early style Hemi for Dusty Green and the team. White Celia always breaks a whole crew of backup babes out there. The tricky tipster putting down the odds of top fuel eliminator. He said one thing's for sure from Dusty Green, he'll have the best backup babes. Cecilia's having a hard time keeping up with her husband coming back here, the backup babes. Final card, top fuel eliminator. You want to get that #1 spot, 573.4. You can have everybody take one step back. Close out session #1. Woo, that may be moving around down there. Hang on, Dusty. 623, 194, Dusty Green. That baby made about 1,000 foot. She made a dart to the right there, and it was like, whoa, hang on there.
It's major accomplishment to get that done. It's been hundreds, if not thousands, of man hours and a lot of people, involved. This crew behind me, Jimmy Young, this fella sitting right over here, Rick McGee in the group. Man, it's a tight group, and this isn't me. All I did was step on the pedal and buy some parts. So super excited. Car was awesome. Burn a piston up, but who cares? We got plenty of more pistons to keep going, and the next one will be a hell of a ride.
So the front spot right now is 6-17. Michael Anderson, number 4. Tyler Hester, number 7. Michael Anderson would like to improve. Ooh, hang on there, boys. Check that Tyler down there, top end. The overtime special, 5.872. 258 miles an hour in a cloud of smoke. 104, 60 foot time. Interesting. The 330. They roll into the pre-stage meet. Tyler trying to get back into championship form. Shane Stewart, remember in session number 1, rolled the beat. Pretty good old side-by-side numbers down there. 6:17 shutting off Shane Stewart. 6:04 shutting off Tyler Hilton. Tyler was pretty good early numbers. He was 102 in 60 foot time, 268 to the 330, 391, 204 for the two-time champion, but then had to lift out of the throttle. Sean Van Horn, far side, 676.4. Brendan Murray, 732.3. Brendan Murray likes that second one. Strike the tires. Woo, hang on there, Brendan Murray. That baby made a move down there just before half track, and Brendan, the veteran that he is, 1064, 478 miles an hour. Sean Van Horn's car went up. If you're going to be a driver, you got to run it to the finish line. Well, he's not only a driver, he's a car owner. Well, his right foot is connected to his bank account. P. Whitburn, guy who's won this race a number of times. Wow, P. Whitburn moving around. Watch that Byler. They both lift off the throttle. 648, 182, 162. Sean Bowen, 739. One course, Adam. We had a great conversation on the marketing preview, the Facebook, the Promotion Dragster Facebook page, and Adam talked about his career, which actually started road racing. Went to a number of schools, including the Jim Russell School and the Bob Bondram School. Came back to his roots. Of course, his father, the late great Mike Sarosian, a former champion. Out of this pre-stage. Second light. Had to pedal a little bit there. Gets back in it. Down there, top end. 622, 210. Saw the flames go back into the headers there. 108, 60 foot time, and then the 330 was 279 as he whacked that throttle just ever so lightly. 410, 189 at half track, and then 622, 210 for the champion speed shop and their driver Adam Sorokin. And Sean Van Horn, the guy in Titan Speed Engineering that builds all kinds of cool stuff there, billet oil pumps, things like that. Just very, very cool stuff. Neither one of them part of that 8-car top fuel field.
We're going to find out right now as the cars are coming to life.
Even if you don't go number 1, you run in the 5s, you get that Planet Fitness top fuel bonus. Brendan rolls up right side, Sean Van Horn left side. By the way, that best average for all 3 qualifiers right now, leading the way is Tyler Hester with a 397 average. Things that make you go, Tyler Hester in that overtime special group there is Sean coming back. And Brandon Murray coming back from their burnout. Cool. Trying to race their way in. Brendan right, Sean left. The A&W root beers for everybody. If that car runs in the 5, that 3-way Chevrolet lane, still a relatively new combination.
New driver too to top.
Came out of Fuel Alders. Yeah.
He's driven a funny car. He's got a lot of talent over there.
Brendan stage, waiting on Sean Van Horn. Here we go. Whoa, hang on there, baby. Brendan gets back in it, then lifts down there. 662, 173, Brendan Murray. 798, 106, Sean Van Horn. That Titan Speed Engineering car had checked out, and then she made a dart to the left, and wow, that was a hang on to your hats for that one.
That was...
Brendan pedaled it, then got back in it, and also fired him up.
E. Kaiser's car comes to life first.
Pete Kaiser's car sporting that late model Hemi. Pete Whitberg sporting that early model style Hemi. Pete Kaiser. And Pete Whitberg.
Kaiser, big burnout over there.
Sure was. That circuit breaker car, right side Michelob Ultra CT Carrillo way with the VFW. The Kaiser mobile, man, that baby's been fast. Johnny Counts, I'm going to tell you right now, if one of these 2 cars doesn't get that first in the 5 Planet Fitness top fuel bonus on this pair on the starting line right now, I will be absolutely stunned.
Yep. Well, we're going to find out here in a second if they completed their burnout. Crew chiefs will make the final adjustments on the car, roll them into the lights. Somebody could be $250 richer and have 5 gallons of nitro in the back of their trunk. So we're going to see. Anything can happen.
I will be stunned if it doesn't come out of this pair. The last year's runner-up, that's Pete Whitberg, right side, Pete Kaiser. Kaiser sitting on the line. Oh, watch this baby here. Kaiser out of the throttle. And how about 5, 8, 1, 9. 245 miles an hour. That is first into the 5s this weekend. Picking up that Planet Fitness top fuel bonus. Going to Pete Whitberg and the circuit breaker team for VFW. 581.9 to the number 3 spot. Incremental numbers 101 to 60 foot time. 262, which is very good on that small tire, Donnie. And then 386, 202, and 5819. Pete Kaiser was right alongside him and then shut it off and goes through at 8:11.1, 101. But Pete Winberg picking up the very first of the Planet Fitness Top Fuel Bonus first car in the fives today. Tyler Hester is the leader in the clubhouse right now for the best average, and another $250 cash and a 5-gallon bucket of nitro, the Planet Fitness Top Fuel Bonus. As the champ rolls up here, Michelob Ultra CP Carrillo Lane, and Tyler Hester. Tyler and Tyler. Bobby Hilton standing down on the starting line here, watching his son back up in Michelob Ultra CP Carrillo Lane. Daryl Tedford, former driver Rick McGee over there for that overtime special. Burnouts are done. Bobby Hilton takes a look at Daryl Tedford to give each other thumbs up. Oh, check that baby out down there. Tyler Hester out of the throttle. Holy cow! 562.5, 257 miles an hour. The national champion goes to the #1 spot by a bunch. 562.5, 257, and the champ is Brett Williamson. For Mike Fuller and the team and Dave Yahara, being the Michelob Ultra CP Carrillo Lane Forever Young, and Sean Bowen, in from Michigan, the Violator, who I talked to Sean and I said, man, I've watched your numbers all year and you are my pick to click for the weekend. And so far it hasn't worked, unfortunately. And, you know, we had the conversation and he says the early numbers in that car indicate he can match Tyler Hilton.
Yeah.
But it just hasn't gone to the finish line under power the way they want. So Brett Williamson. Sean Bowen, Brett Williamson. Brett Williamson, number 5, with Mike Fuller's team car at 585.2. Sean Bowen at 648, 162 for that Violator team. And that is a team that, like I said, that was my pick to click. And Sean and I had a conversation Thursday night it was, and just he said, man, we seem to come west and we get snake bit. But even though his numbers in tested too, and going down in qualifying yesterday, those early numbers were very, very good. They just haven't gone to the finish line. But that's a lot of talent, that Violator team.
Yeah.
Mike Fuller, Dave Yahara, the team taking a look at the injector here on the Forever Young car.
Speaking of talent, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Please stay, both drivers. 562.1 if you want to go number 1. Oh, check that Violator car out down there. Shut. Whoa, that improves. 585.5, Sean Bowen. 592.7, Brett Williamson. Brett Williamson will stand on his earlier 585.2 for the number 5 spot. Sean Bowen into the number 6 spot in the Violator. That was pretty good, wasn't it, Donnie?
Pretty stout. It
Yeah.
left good and carried all the way to the lights.
That gets my vote for the most exciting pair there.
Yeah.
Bowen Williamson, man, side by side 580s. So Michael Anderson fires up. Piccolo Vulture CD Corella Lane. And Shane Stewart. Shane Stewart, a relatively short burnout there, but you know, Donnie, these guys say burnouts are overrated.
Well, as good as the track is here, you really don't have to do a big long burnout. This track is prepared, one of the best prepared tracks in the country. Jim Black and his crew, and of course Bowser's having all the right equipment here for any condition that's going on. So everybody's got their own strategy, what works for them.
Well, if you do a short burnout by accident, you say, I don't need a long burnout. So Shane Stewart trying to get in the field. Michael Anderson trying to get off that bump spot. Johnny Harrelson going to break Michael Anderson up right side. Jeremy Sullivan over there in that three-way Chevrolet lane. Three stages Michael Anderson. Wants to improve on that career best number of 590. Oh, look at that baby moving around down there. Michael Anderson, a flash of fire, and how about career best numbers again? Michael Anderson, 5.834, 236 miles an hour for the West Texas Hustler. Shane and Frank McBee Jr. Of course, P. Winberg, first car in the 5s. Get that $250 bonus and the 5-gallon bucket of nitro and the Planet Fitness Top Fuel bonus. A very cool deal for the folks at Planet Fitness, isn't it? Glad they did that. It's Adam Sorokin. Frank McBee Jr.
Wow, aggressive burnout there.
Conditions spectacular, Donnie. It has been worth the wait.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. We haven't got any raindrops, and we're getting these sessions in, and
Yep.
doing some fantastic side-by-side racing.
Boy, anybody in the grandstands who doesn't have tickets for tomorrow, you're going to miss something spectacular. Just a thing of beauty. The drivers come forward. The final pair in Top Fuel Eliminator. The best appearing crew in that Champion Speed Shop team down there. The Planet Fitness Top Fuel bonus. And Frank McBee. McBee Jr. tried to get in that field. Needs to step on it. They are pre-staged. Adam up and slow. See what Frank does down there. Top end. Got to leg him through. 6:09, 2:34. It was just a little soft up that starting line at 1:08, 60 foot time. 2:76 to 3:30. And 185 miles an hour at half track. 609-234. Tyler Hester will start out of that number 8 spot in Top Fuel Eliminator. Sean Bowen, the number 7 spot. Brett Williams, the number 6 spot. Michael Anderson, the West Texas Hustler, the number 5 spot. Pete Wittenberg, the number 4 spot. Adam Stroken, you just saw spin the tires there. Number 3, Pete Kyerton, number 2. And the 2-time back-to-back national champion, Tyler Hilter, that Great Expectations car, 562.5. Picking up that $250 in the $5. First pair, round 1, Top Fuel Eliminator, the kings of the quarter mile. Pete Kaiser out of that number 2 qualifying spot, and Sean Bowen out of that number 7 qualifying spot in an 8-car field in Top Fuel Eliminator, which took a 587.2 to make the field. Now, just be interested in their reporting. I said that Sean Bowen and that Violator team out of Michigan was my pick to click, as they have just been working that car and steadily progressing, and the early numbers indicated this baby was going to fly. They want more than a 585. Pete Kaiser, his wife Laura, this team qualified number 2, 573.5 in Top Fuel Eliminator. Sean and that Violator team, Pete Kaiser, wife Laura. Both drivers pre-stage, a couple of veterans here. A whack of the throttle by Sean Bowen as he lights that second light. Here we go. Oh, Sean Bowen, a big time move off that starting line. Watch that Violator car down there. 5.802. 226 miles an hour. Sean Bowen was a bunch better in reaction time. 102 and 60 foot time. 260 to 330 on a 12-inch tire in Top Fuel Eliminator. 383, 203 at half track at 5.802 for Sean Bowen. And the next pair fired up already. A battle of the Tylers. Tyler Hester, the overtime special. Niccolo Boltra, CP Carellaway, qualified number 8, and the 2-time national champion and your number 1 qualifier, Tyler Hilton, 562.5 for low elapsed time and that number 1 qualifying spot. In the other lane, Tyler Hester, top speed of the meet at 258.12. Now, just to be fair, I got to tell you, Tyler Hilton, the 2-time champion in qualifying, was not very well till that last session when he and his dad, Bobby Hilton, standing behind the car there in that 3-way Chevrolet lane. Just laid one down. Brought in their good friend Jason Bucker standing down there on the starting line to the left of Bobby Hilton. Another, that extra set of eyes, which is just so important. Looking to advance. Gerald Tedford walks away from Tyler Hester. A nod over to Bobby Hilton, and Bobby Hilton walks away from Tyler Hilton. Both drivers free stage. Oh, the champ is in trouble. Tyler Hester down there, top end, 5.90.194. Tyler Hester was better in reaction time. Tyler Hester was 105 at 60-foot time. Tyler Hester was 263 to the 330. 382, 211 for that overtime special team car, and 5.908 at 194, sacrificing some pistons to the gods. The champ was 105 at 60-foot time, and then that baby started spinning the tires, 297 to the 330, and you saw him lift off that throttle and coast out. Number 4 qualifying spot, 581.9, Pete Whitford, a hot rod builder out of Orange County down by Disneyland. And Michael Anderson, the oil and gas guy in from Texas, 583.4 for the number 5 spot. By the way, the winners of Top Fuel Eliminator, round number 1, have all been out of the bottom half of the field. Pete Whitford got three-way Chevrolet lane, would like to end that trend right now. Michael Anderson, who ran a big block Chevrolet on nitro in this car, made the switch over to the early style heavy. It has paid dividends in career best numbers for that team and start to find their way. 583, 236. Pete Whitford, 581, 245. Crew chiefs walk away. Free stage is Pete Whitford. Way down that Michael Anderson. They light the second lights together. Circuit breaker trucking down there, top end, 572, 250. Michael Anderson, 640, 166, and an early parachute in a cloud of smoke. Pete Whitford was better in reaction time, and there was one flat 60-foot time, 2606 to the 330. 381, 206 for Pete Whitford in that team, and the former March Meet champion moves to the next round. Fired that baby up. Dave Yahara, veteran driver, Hall of Fame driver, takes the starter off the car, and Carl and Mike Fuller standing there looking over it. Their driver, Brett Williamson. Champion Speed Shop, small block Chevrolet. It's a drunken mouse on nitro. Their driver, Adam Sorokin. Forever Young team who made a very good run for the championship a few years ago, trying to get back in that championship form. And of course, Adam Sorokin won this race twice. Well, 2023 was not a champion-type year for that team. But they started off very well at 574.5 to qualify number 3 in Top Fuel Eliminator. Final pair, round 1, Top Fuel Eliminator, AA fuel altered is on the pad. Adjustments for Brett Williamson. the Forever Young car. Bobby McLennan in, looking over, nods his head. Up to the drivers. To race Sean Bowen, round 2, top fuel. Free stage, Brett Williamson. Adam lights that first light. And they're in it. And Brett Williamson checking out on a road race down there. 587, 249. Brett Williamson, the champion car. Adam was away first by a bunch. But man, that baby struck the tires. 106 and 60 foot for Brett Williamson, 269 to the 330, 393, 200 miles an hour, 5875, and will not have lane choice against Sean Bowen in round 2 of Top Fuel Eliminator. Pete Wittenberg, the hot rod builder out of Anaheim. Just across the freeway from Disneyland. And the farmer in from Visalia. Your number 4 qualifier left side, your number 8 qualifier out of the bump spot on the right side. To go to the final and run for that coveted March meet, that Good Vibrations Motorsports March meet trophy. A very unique one that only this event has. Tyler Hester, only been driving the overtime special for a few years, has been just knocking him down, but is yet to close the deal. Would like to go to the final round here in that overtime special. Gerald Tedford, Rick McGee, and that whole bunch up that highway in Visalia. Free stage to Tyler Hester. Waiting on Pete Wittenberg in that 3-way Chevrolet lane. They are staged. Check that baby out, top end down there. Holy cow, Tyler Hester on a hole shot. 5.725, and well, actually 5.725 takes out Pete Wittenberg's 5.728. Tyler was off that starting line by 4 hun. Tyler was 106 and 60 foot time. 267 to the 330, 387, 209, 5.72.5, 261 miles an hour. Pete Wittenberg, 1 flat and 60 foot, 7 better at the 330, 260, 382, but 206. Brett Williamson, the Forever Young car for Mike Fuller, Dave Yahara and the team. Michelob Ultra CP Carrillo lane. And Sean Bowen, the Violator. The team out of Michigan, who, as I said earlier this week, that Violator team was my pick to click. Sean and I talked Friday night and talking about the early numbers in that car just equated into numbers that had not come up on the scoreboard, and they were just very disappointed. Sean said, we just can't get into the finish line under power. Got into the field in the number 7 spot at 5.85.5, ran 5.802 last round, to move to the semi. Brett Williamson was 5.87.5, and of course, you know the quicker he keeps. Picks a lane, and Sean took that three-way Chevrolet. To race Tyler Hester for the trophy. You want to pick your lane in the final round? 5.72.4. Actually, neither one of these guys cares about a lap time. They just want to win light in their lane. So the violator, left. Forever Young, right. To go to the final. Three stages, Sean Bowen, Brett Williamson. Sean Bowen brings that RPM up as he's done all weekend. They're in, they are set to go to the final. Oh, check that violator out down there. Brett Williamson trying to stay with him. It's going to be Sean Bowen. Sean Bowen, 5.978, 249 miles an hour. Brett Williamson goes out trying to run him down at 6.077, 245.
I got air. Okay. I'll just run it on full blast.
Top fuel final round. Race master Dave Lake says fired up. Tyler Hester comes to life. Sean Bowen comes to life. Good Vibrations Motorsports March meets top fuel final round for the Kings of the Quarter Mile. Sean Bowen does his burnout. Tyler Hester does his burnout. Now Sean Bowen and that team back it up in the three-way Chevrolet lane. They build chassis for a number of these race cars, including the one they're racing right now, the Violator. Again, love it, the names on the cars. The Violator and the Overtime Special. The final round, top fuel eliminator. As I said earlier, that coveted Good Vibrations Motorsports March 2 trophy. Sean Bowen whacks that throttle. He's free stage. Tyler Light, close right, Sean. Oh, check out that team out of Michigan moving around down there. Tyler Hester, your top fuel champion, 5.77.5, 258 miles an hour. Tyler, little behind off that starting line, 105 and 60 foot time, 267, 330, 389, 205 miles an hour. And Tyler Hester, your top fuel champion, and it's all going back up that 99 highway to Visalia. Sean Bowen was away off that starting line first, was 103 and 60 foot time, and that Violator started spinning the tires down there. And, well, Tyler wasn't hanging around. 577.5, 258 miles an hour. And Tyler Hester is your Good Vibrations Motorsports March Meet Top Fuel Champion.
What do you think of that, guys? How about that?
Hey, give me something. Rick. Turn on, Rick.
This is not coming off.
Let it ride.
Let it ride.
Badass day.
Thank you, Michael.
Yes, sir. Only 365 more days to the next one. Why is your hand shaking so much? That was killer, dude.
Been so long since I've been gone. I won't get tired, won't go astray. I hear her calling.